guys, welcome back to the next video. Glad you've come to join us again. So this time it's a tiny bit different because Vienna got a late Christmas gift and we thought we'd share it with whoever's decided to watch. Come on for the ride. Alright, so since it is your gift and we have had to open it a tiny bit to get rid of any of the dangerous details, Vienna, if you may.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, it comes with some stickers. They're actually quite nice. Look at those. Not there, you can see them.
So that's Janky. And we got, I don't remember his name. And then we got the cartoon versions, kind of like Disney.
Oh, wait, is one a fox and one's a rabbit, right?
I don't know really what he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he likes killing things. And,
Oh, fine.
yeah, and Super Plastic.
Alright, it's really nice actually.
Yes.
Go on. I think people are itching to find out what on earth it is. Evil.
Not being evil, but being precise.
Or tension. Oh. Gorillas. Specifically, Murdoc. Right, go on.
Okay, so we got his
Give us a bit of a story.
Okay, one day Murdoc was in the shop and he bought Red Bull. Okay, this is Murdoc's signature, and this is the Super Plastic logo, of course.
I just want to quickly insert the fact that this thing was extremely overpriced, albeit a collector's item to be fair.
And they've got a really cool barcode. I like the barcode. I like the barcode. Okay, there we go.
Go on, open it up. Everyone wants to see what's going on.
That's the top. Song machine.
Current album, right?
Yes.
Go on. There we go. I feel like we need some drum roll.
Some nice Gorillas font.
Now just as a note, for any other cool stuff that we actually buy, we'll definitely be sharing it at the beginning of the next video that we do.
Yes.
But here you go. Here is the Murdoc Figma, is it called?
Super Plastic Figure. Figma is a anime figure service with lots of articulation. This is a collector's item only.
So this is a Super Plastic collector's Murdoc figurine. Yeah,
they're about like £400 on like eBay and stuff.
So far, he's looking alright actually. Yeah. That looks pretty cool.
His face is blurred, so don't worry about it. We reveal his veil. We may now kiss the bride.
Who is the bride is the question.
He is the bride.
He may kiss himself now. Go on. Da, 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 da. Oh. It's a bit bland.
It's fashion. It's fashion, okay?
I mean, I don't want to... Yeah.
Oh.
Although it has got real strings.
Yeah.
It's actually got actual strings in the bass guitar. For anyone that doesn't know, Murdoc is in fact bass guitarist for the Gorillaz band.
This is actually a really good picture. I'm very surprised.
What is?
The picture of the bass. The bass, the picture of the bass. Okay.
I think the mic can hear you.
Okay.
Although it is... The reason why
I am quite far
V
away.
is shouting is because of the microphone is behind us. So when we're up and close near the camera, the mic isn't as clear as it should be.
And he's holding a cigarette, which isn't painted very well, and that's kind of just one of my pet peeves. Unless it's just
to be honest
a roll
with you,
up.
throughout the whole Figma, it's a bit.
It's not Figma.
Figurine. It is still a bit bland. Anyway, now that you've seen it, you'll probably see it in the back of any other videos we do. But ta-da! All right, back to the normal position with you.
Boots.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed that little surprise about unboxing Murdoc. Today, again, I'll be playing new, what's it called again? Kingdom New Lands.
Yeah.
You will be able to watch me play by the next video. We've ordered a HDMI splitter. It should be coming tomorrow. So, hopefully you'll be able to see me play. And that will be, you'll probably see the video like here, you'll probably see the game somewhere here or something. I'll figure out a way to incorporate it in for a bit of eye candy. And then hopefully we'll figure out a way to record what V's doing when she's drawing. Alright. Today's subject will be similar to last video's subject, which was Twilight.
Yeah.
In between now and then, we've actually watched the second film of it, right? Twilight, what's it called?
New Moon.
Twilight New Moon.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, what do you think of the second film?
I was impressed.
So was I. Genuinely pleasantly surprised. Like the first, like they've genuinely improved.
Like how like those kind of movies go. I was impressed of like how much they improved on like. Well, the first. I think it was like the monologue that she did.
Yeah. So in the first film, they actually did monologue pretty well, and it seemed like the only thing that they actually did well.
Yeah.
But the second film, it made more sense. Things were just better. The acting was better. The story was better. How it started off with the dream.
Yeah.
And it caught me off guard. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be something else cringe-worthy. But genuinely, it was cool. It was the fact that she was scared about aging. And she...
And it somehow plays throughout the movie.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much the focal point of the whole film,
and
isn't
it keeps going, which I'm actually kind of proud of.
Exactly. That's the best way I could describe it as well. It's almost like we've watched the first film and then we're nurturing a little baby and like, come on, please be better. And then it becomes better. Like second film, and I hope they carry on with the last 3 films. Is it 3 films or 2 films?
It's actually a 1 film. So there's New Moon, and then there's Eclipse, and then there's Breaking Dawn Part 1, and then Part 2, which is basically 2 movies, but they're 1 story.
Yeah.
You
so
know
there's
how like
there's
wait, is it Harry Potter?
how there's trilogies.
Yeah.
This one is a duology. Like a double film. It's like a part 1, part 2, basically.
It's like a theatre. It's like a theatrical.
Part 1 and part 2.
Theatrical Shakespearean
thing where there's multiple parts.
That we used to do. People used to do before this happened.
Oh, where they had to have a first part, a second part, and a third part.
No, there was always a third part, second part, first part. I mean, like people used to go to the theatre. Like I used to go to the theatre.
Yes, but what's that got to do with parts?
No, it's meant to do with the current situation that's going on.
I'm sorry, but I've lost you.
You know how we used to go to movies?
Yes.
How we used to go into the cinema?
Yes.
We can't do that anymore. Why can't we do that?
Because we're stuck indoors.
Yeah, people can't go to theatres anymore. Why?
Why?
Because we're stuck indoors.
What's that got to do with part 1 and part 2?
Because in theatrical.
Okay, we'll move on.
Let me explain to you.
Okay, go.
In theatrical plays.
Yes.
There is a part 1 and a part 2, so people can't. So people, if it's a good story, there will be a part 1 and a part 2.
Yes.
But if and there'll be obviously breaks in between, so there'll be a part 1 of the story, and then they'll go for a break, and there'll be a part 2.
To be honest with you, I always thought that Twilight was actually a series. I never knew it was actually a series of films, and clearly, they struggled a tiny bit with it because they had to make 2 films named the same thing, right? So they actually needed extra time to tell the story. So
it's a saga. That's what it is. A saga. Not a trilogy, a saga.
Saga.
Twilight Saga.
Thank you. I'm not exactly a film person.
It's literally called The Twilight Saga.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's new to me, but okay. So, the first part of the film, instantly I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, okay, great. I mean, everyone could see it was a dream, but it was like, what's this got to do with her grandma, right? In fact, it's her, which is good. It
Then,
means
like-
they're actually trying to give a genuine story, and they are essentially giving the whole reason for the rest of the film.
Yeah.
The reason why she wants to be turned into a vampire. What are her fears? You know, what's the problems, you know?
Yeah.
So I was proud at the fact that they implemented that. Unlike the first film, where it was just horrible the first 10 minutes.
It was literally just her as a character being focused on, and her relationship with Edward.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that was the whole thing anyway. I think that's literally all they gave to the what do you call it, box office? When whoever funds them, they go, okay, here's producers. Here's the idea, right? Edward, he falls in love with her.
No. This is how they actually pitched it. Right. Imagine this.
Right.
Twilight, the book series, really popular.
Gonna have to pause this. Twilight, yeah.
Twilight, really popular book, right?
Mm-hmm.
You read it?
Yeah, no. Who has? But
well, people who don't like reading, great idea to make it into a movie. Imagine this, wide shot. No, close up of a deer drinking from a puddle. Bella talking about her depressing life.
I'm in.
You got me, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still in.
Still drinking. Deer notices, goes like that.
Okay.
Scared, obviously.
Starts running through the forest and then gets really awkwardly caught by
You're on my account on Switch. Bad idea. Basically.
Yeah.
Runs. What's happening? Why is the deer being chased?
Why is the deer being chased? Bam, gets caught by a person vampire. Big scary.
Exactly. And that is the first scene of Twilight, and maybe multiple movies based off of the books. What'd you say? Give me 500 grand right now.
500,000. I'm pretty sure this. What is
50,000 grand.
What is?
Give it here. I don't know numbers. Give it here.
So I wonder what actually the amount. What was the budget for Twilight? That's what I want to find out, because if the budget wasn't that high for the first film, I would actually be kind of impressed, you know, by it.
Yeah.
Because, well, the film was really bad if it was like millions to produce. But if it was only, you know, a fraction of that,
yeah,
then again,
well,
could be a good film in the grand scheme of things. But really, it did seem like a high production film to me. I'm gonna look into that by the end of the next by the next video.
You can tell they spent a lot of the budget now on, like, where did they go? Where did Edward go? He went to Italy.
Went to Italy, yeah.
You can tell that they went to Italy and they got money for nice cars, their cars.
Oh yeah, that was a big flex, wasn't it?
Okay, say that one extra is $100 each.
One extra? Okay, cool.
An extra, like, you know, the people on the red hoods.
Yeah.
How many people could you?
That would be 100. I would say that would be 150,000 straight up, right there, just in that sea of people. Let alone the expensive actors, the actual scenes, the cars, the house, the houses, the equipment, because they have good cameras. In the first film, they had really good cameras as well.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I'm just looking.
No, it's fine. What next? What happened next?
Oh, spoilers.
What happened?
Edward
yeah.
broke up with Bella.
For no apparent reason. Literally just was like, you know what, not interested anymore, sorry. You know, for your own sake, you know. Oh, getting a lot of waves here.
What were you saying?
Yeah, for no apparent reason, it was just, I'm breaking up with you. I'm just not feeling it anymore.
You're not good enough for me.
You're not good enough for me. Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Kiss on the forehead. I'm gone forever. And then
I'm not coming back.
I'm not coming back at all. Months, even a year goes by, right? Is it a year? How long goes by? Months go by. We'll say a month.
Yeah, and she, like, She is very depressed, and
Extremely.
she keeps getting like really painful nightmares.
Really painful nightmares. That
like
for
night
some
terrors,
reason
night terrors.
we don't see them.
Yeah.
I don't know why we
We've seen
don't.
her first stream. Why can't they just get her into her mind again?
Exactly. Like we don't actually see what. Did you find that weird a bit as well? The fact that you didn't actually see what was wrong.
Yeah.
Like what nightmares? We saw one dream, and it wasn't even that much of a nightmare. It was just like, oh wait a minute, that scared me because I can imagine that actually happening. But that's about it. After that, she's literally screaming in agony halfway, like through most of the film, right? Which is a bit strange, albeit maybe they just couldn't.
I related to it.
Fair enough, maybe people did, but
Well,
still, what was the dream?
like,
She didn't even
maybe-
explain the dreams, what they were. They were just dreams, screaming. That's it. She didn't tell anyone about them, so we didn't find out anything about them. She didn't mention it. We didn't see it. It was just she's having bad dreams.
Yeah.
You know.
This movie concentrates on her friendship with
Alice is that her name? I think.
No. Her friendship with Jacob.
Oh, Jacob. Yes. Friendship, if you want to call it that. To be fair.
Like weird friends with.
Let's be fair. She even described it in the
She
film.
was using
She was using him to get over Edward. She had. I doubt she had any intention with actually genuinely being with him.
Yeah, she was just leading him on.
She was, and it's quite sad to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we'll see what's up with the next film. But clearly, Edward's here to stay, right?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. When and obviously something happened between her friends, her group of friends at school. Like one of the couples.
They seem like they broke up. Yeah.
Like they broke up.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
guy asked her out on a date, and then she.
The guy's annoying. He needs to work on himself first. Now, let's be fair. The actual guy is annoying. Tea break.
Never sip your tea.
I just did.
Never.
Sue me.
Very rude. Anyway, the guy kind of reminds me of someone.
Who? Go on. You don't have to say names. Just describe them.
It's quite short.
Right.
Likes anime.
Oh God. No. Oh God. I need to run. Go on. Quite short. Likes anime. Doesn't like horror films.
Quite. Hangs around. He likes bikes.
I mean, I like bikes.
No, I mean like he likes
Motorbikes.
bikes.
I mean, I like bikes.
He likes bikes.
Up and big bikes.
He likes bikes.
He likes BMX bikes.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. I have an idea of what you're saying.
Yeah, the dude kind of reminds me of that.
And I'm going to have to give you a yes. I agree.
It's just, I think it's the eyes and the face shape.
Yeah.
Um.
Either way.
Did you not pay him?
Oh, I forgot to pay him. Thank you very much. Oh, no, I already have.
Oh.
No, I need to pay him in the morning, I think.
Oh.
What else happened in that film?
She kind of falls in love with him.
She falls in love with Jacob, leads him on, right? Then afterwards...
And then, oh no, wait, they go to the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? No, something happened before. She discovered her, addiction to, thrills.
Oh, right. She's an adrenaline junkie, right? Adrenaline junkie.
Yeah,
She tries basically reconnecting with her past friends who kind of abandoned her. Let's be fair here. They completely abandoned her.
Yeah,
right?
She just literally got one bad fall and then just stopped talking to her.
Yeah, exactly, one big bad fall, big breakup, right?
Yeah.
Really sad, and they just completely stay away from her. They don't try approaching her, they don't try talking to her. I mean, maybe they tried, but they gave up pretty quick, to be fair. And it's just kind of like, well, that's a lovely group of friends, right? That's a bit sad. Either way, she meets up with one of them, right? The one that she was closest with, I guess. We're assuming. And
So her dad would get off her tail. That's the thing. So she wouldn't go back.
And she kept on just genuinely hammering at her about different things.
Yeah,
right?
and she's like, she's like, oh, does that mean that the Bella's back yet? No, and like, cause like you're depressing and all, but like,
Yeah.
I've got problems too, and
It's like,
I'm like,
that's not
she's kind of dealing with a breakup. You're a friend.
exactly.
But I mean, it kind of breaks stereotypes that like girls would be there for you, like girlfriends would be there for you no matter what, even after a bad breakup.
True, but to be fair,
they're not that close with her because when she went with the boyfriend, Edward, she was very distant towards them anyway. She didn't hang out with them.
good point actually. Do you know what? No, that's fair.
That's
She
why,
actually abandoned them.
Yeah, that's
in
why
the
I
first
don't feel
film.
like they're. That's why I feel like they have a right to kind of do that, you know.
You know what? I'll give you that. And actually, it's quite nice the fact that I don't even remember her friend's name, but it's quite nice the fact
Jessica.
that I'm glad you remember that because I didn't. Jessica. It's quite nice the fact that she actually gave her the light of day because then again, put myself in Jessica's shoes where a friend of mine just was like, oh screw you, you know.
I think what was going through Bella's head when she looked at the group of bikers that she said she thought that like maybe they'll come back and save me.
Yeah. See, that is good. Inference. They're allowing inference in the film. They're not spoon feeding you every bit of information. It's kind of all up for grabs. You know, any ideas up for grabs.
And I think where we got in the first movie, we got something wrong. We thought he was like, a bit excited, but it kind of gave us an indication that it was.
Yeah. So
the smell of her was wafting towards, or maybe.
Hands up, we most probably were wrong. So later on in the film, in the first film, I believe it was. Yeah, it was in the first film. During the baseball scene, Edward says to what's her name again? The protagonist. What's her name?
What baseball
Bella.
scene? Baseball scene. What's all about baseball scene?
Yeah, I'm talking about baseball.
Okay,
So baseball scene, right? Edward says to Bella to cover her hair when the 3 rogue vampires come up.
Yeah.
The second that the wind blows her hair towards one of the vampires, James, he knows she's human. So then it explains the reason why Edward reacted in that way. He was trying to calm himself down, the whole bloodlust thing. He was trying to calm himself down because he smelled her. So she, I'm guessing, is a tasty human to vampires.
Yeah, and I'm guessing and mixed with the shock that he can't read her mind as well. He's met so many humans, and he's probably pulled them along a bit.
Right.
So he's like, she smells nice and I can't read her mind. What?
True. Must be quite an amazing specimen of person. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they call her a specimen through the second film as well, just by the end, right? It's like, what does he say? I'm surprised you can't hold yourself back or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's right. In the second film, there's a lot of world building, which is fantastic. It's exactly what's needed. To be honest with you, it should have been world building a while back, right? There should have been.
No. When films like how Shrek, the first film.
I have not watched Shrek.
What?
Sue me.
The amount of films you haven't watched.
I know. It's it's probably the reason why we have this channel up, to be honest with you, because you're going to get a genuine, pretty much first-person reaction.
I mean, Twilight is the only film I haven't watched. I remember it coming out when I was younger.
It's not just a film, but carry on.
It's Saga.
Yeah, Saga.
I haven't watched, and because I kept away from it with all like the media hyping up to be a bad thing.
I do believe it was quite unfair for them to do that. Not gonna lie, not that fair. Because although the first film, Lord help me, a few times I called out for help with major cringe.
Oh
right?
yeah, I was explaining somewhere. I forgot what I was doing.
Oh, go ahead.
Basically, first films. So I'm going to give an example.
Mm-hmm.
So think of so you get introduced to a new story, yeah?
Right.
And it's only about the story, nothing else. Good world building to a bit, but it still focuses on the main story. It gives you the where they're going, where they're planning to go, and then back to the beginning again.
Right.
So with the sequel, so a good sequel is Shrek 2. With Shrek 1, it focuses on the story of him this guy who's in not guy this ogre who's like hated by everyone and he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
And he likes keeping to himself.
Right.
But he's asked to do something. He goes, saves princess. Boom. They didn't really do much world building.
Right. It's just the protagonist's view, right?
Yeah, to things. You get introduced to the protagonist, story, boom. Next, you only know where they're going, where they're gonna go, and where they're gonna come back to.
Right.
Second film extends on the universe that they are in. So in Shrek 2, bit of spoilers for you, sorry.
Go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
Shrek and Fiona get married. They're gonna meet their parents.
Oh, in the second film,
yeah,
Shrek and Fiona meet each other's parents.
No, just his parents are dead. Her parents, who are king and queen of the universe that they live in.
Okay.
And it extends on, which is called Far, Far Away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's where all the famous fairy tale people live, like Hollywood.
Okay, so it's a big land called Far, Far Away.
Yeah, like Hollywood, exactly like Hollywood, and Beverly Hills and stuff like that. Just famous people, lots of money, blah blah blah.
And this is a universe.
Universe, yeah. It extends on the setting. There we go. Setting that they live in.
Right.
And it somehow makes sense and it connects all the dots kind of thing.
So that's what you're saying is going on in Twilight.
Yeah.
Where they tried following the same concept, instead really overdid it. Because let's be fair here, first Twilight film dragged out, right? 2 hours.
It kept with the story of a girl falling in love with an impossible being that cannot obtain love, but they showed that they can have love. In the second movie, they revealed a part or a larger part of the vampire universe, and it extended on Jacob's werewolf universe.
Yeah, see, I believe they definitely hinted at the werewolves, right? Which is great in the first film. At least they gave that much. Although I feel like they should have done more with the werewolves. It just seems like, okay, they get angry. Okay, they've got hot blood, now they're werewolves, and that's it. No. There was never...
He did explain.
Side of curse... go on.
He explained that when a vampire comes, that anger is heightened and the gene is shown.
Right.
So whenever a vampire is around, they can turn into a werewolf. If they go, they can't.
Oh, so they can't turn into werewolf all the time?
No, they only turn into it if there's a genuine danger. That's why they get angry a lot of the time, because they know that something somewhere is going to attack more humans and be in their territory. They don't like it.
I just don't like the fact of, you know how being a vampire, although then again, let's be fair, vampires can't exactly, they can die, but they don't die from sunlight. You know, you've always got that side of vampires. It's like a curse, immortality. You know, people you care about, you see die. You can't go into the sunlight anymore. You have to skulk around in the shadows. People don't like you. You have to kill people to survive, right?
Yeah.
There is a genuine side of a curse, right? You get very good things, like running really fast and moving and being able to turn into a bat and being immortal, and then you've got the really bad things which weigh out.
But people like them all the time. It's just they don't know that they're vampires. What Edward said in the first film, his scent will make you like him.
Exactly.
His looks will make you like him.
Exactly.
His voice would make you like him.
Exactly.
Everything will make a human like him because he's conventionally attractive.
Right. But this is what my point is. There isn't much of a this is bad to be a vampire. Right?
Yeah.
Let's be fair here. They can stand in sunlight to just shine. Big deal. They're immortal. Still. Big deal. The only thing they had to grasp, right, was to convince the audience the fact that Edward is now religious. And he believes in heaven and hell, and that he will be going to hell. And it seems like he's the only person that actually believes that. And I find that very, like, it's like they've written themselves into a corner there.
It was very cute when Bella hugged him and he went heaven.
Yeah, that was adorable. So just to say, when they go to Italy, right? So essentially, Edward and his family go to Italy.
No, he just goes to Italy. Alice is like still.
No, they all go to Italy. He says we are going to Italy.
Oh.
Yeah. So Edward and his family go to Italy, and that's where he breaks up with Bella. Now
he doesn't break up with her in Italy. He just doesn't want her to come.
No. At the time period when they're gonna go, he breaks up with Bella, and then they disappear. She goes into big depression, right? She starts becoming an adrenaline junkie, and she really tries to, see him again. So when they implement this very strange thing, I was hoping they were going to do something with it, right? Where it was going to be like Edward actually really did care about her, and because of it, he implemented some sort of mind leech. So anytime she was in danger, he would be able to kind of, I don't know, project himself in her brain so that she could go away from said danger, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for. Turns out it was just a psychological problem that she had. So anytime she had adrenaline, she'd see Edward. So instead, she starts really seeking adrenaline. And anytime she gets adrenaline, major adrenaline, she sees Edward trying to convince her to stop. She base jumps, and it seems like she commits suicide.
Cliff jumps.
She cliff jumps, not base jumps, sorry. She cliff jumps into water, almost dies, Jacob saves her. Seems like she commits big sin. I'm not going to say that word again, I'm probably going to have to bleep it out. Now, because of it, Alice, who is Edward's sister, is able to see the future and sees that sees that Bella actually died. She didn't see Bella get rescued. In fact, Jacob, who no one knew was in the picture, including Alice, came in and saved Bella. This convinced Edward, because news got to him, the fact that Bella is dead. And he no longer wants to live. Although he lived without her for like a year.
He called Bella's house on the house phone. Jacob picked it up and he said planning a funeral, and then put it back down, and he thought that she died and he's planning her funeral.
Right. That was a bit of a cheeky writing, to be fair.
I think that was just he.
But I can imagine stuff like that happened in real life.
Yeah, and she's
Genuinely.
like, "Why didn't you let me talk to him?"
And he said, but because he was jealous.
Because he was getting in the way of them two. But she's like, well,
still though, it was very. It was like, you can imagine it happening in real life, but it was slightly. I feel like it was a bit of lazy writing there.
I really.
To be fair, but all in all, I haven't got too much bad to say about this film.
No, I think they just extended more of the vampire universe. By the way, I really like Alice. I'm drawing her right now.
You're drawing Alice, are you?
Yeah, does it look like her? I'm just asking.
I think her face the chin needs to be a bit. Show the camera. Do you know what?
No.
I'll take a picture and I'll show it at the end of the video if anyone's interested.
I think her face shape's quite short. Isn't it?
No, I swear it kind of does that, doesn't it? Doesn't it do that and then it kind of goes into a bit.
I'm just thinking about her pixie cut and it's really nice.
Fair.
Yeah, she's a good character because she goes and checks if Bella's okay.
Right.
Edward just hears the news and thinks it's true, even though in the first film he's like, no, her visions stop. Her visions can change anyway.
Yeah. So he kind of BS's himself, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I think through heartbreak and feeling like he has to leave her, he kind of convinces himself like that. He probably feels unbelievably guilty as well, and just gives him a reason to commit suicide even more. Oh, I have to bleep that out again. Damn it. Yeah. So in Italy, this lovely little scene, as I said before, where V and I just went, because Edward's convinced himself that he's going to heck, because he's a vampire. And when Bella surprises him just before he decides to
reveal himself to like the people who are celebrating that there are no vampires.
Very
anymore.
ironic. I like that. I like that little thing. I believe that's how they're actually going to get them, by the way. I think that's how they're going to use it in the next film, how they're going to rid of big vampire thing. Yeah, so Bella runs, him of course thinking she's passed away, grabs him just before, and he thinks it's heaven because Bella's there. And it's just the sweetest thing. And it, honestly, I didn't expect this film to tug at my heartstrings other than pain, right? And it genuinely did. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a Twilight fan, okay, because that will get me in big no-nos somewhere, I'm sure. People are going to look at me with one eye afterwards. But I'm pleasantly surprised. From what I've heard about Twilight, it's just the thing that you don't watch, because if you watch it, you're put down as a certain kind of person, right? I think first film is good, is bad, but the second film is good. And if you want to watch it. I think it's great, if you could. It's a fun thing to you know, prove people wrong, I guess you could say. I think people were just over-exaggerating with the how bad it is. Let's be fair here, right? But yeah, second film.
It was a popular book series in the early 2000s.
It was?
Yes.
Guess it's what I know.
And there's a new book out. So the first book had an apple, which was the first fruit we saw in the first Twilight, when he picked it up from his foot, rolled up, and he picked it up.
Is that a little reference to the book?
Yeah, a little reference to the cover of the book, which is an apple.
Right.
I think the new one has a pomegranate.
I don't know. I didn't know this, but sure. Wow. I haven't even seen the Twilight books, so thank you for that information.
I used to look at them quite a bit because I didn't know what they were
about. But why fruits is what I want to know. Why did they put? Is it like the innocence of fruit, or is it? I know the apple is meant to be. I guess some sort of reference to the apple of Eden, possibly.
I think I know the pomegranate. I think because of Hades and Persephone, because they're all kind of related to love stories.
Yeah. So you got Adam and Eve. You've got Hades and Persephone.
What's Eclipse? I want to know what Eclipse book cover is. Because wouldn't that be something to relate to?
Okay, tell you what. With the power of editing, we're going to put the Eclipse book cover here so you can see what fruit is. I wonder what it is there. Yeah. Right. What time are we at?
Let me check the camera. Not the camera.
Stop. No, stop it. Stop messing with the mic.
33 minutes. Oh my god.
I guess we'll leave it here then.
Oh, I want to talk more.
Oh.
We haven't even finished talking about the rest of the film.
Maybe we'll do a second video now then.
We can chop it up. Come. Still recording.
Okay, if you want to chop it up, go ahead.
Yeah. We'll leave this part here.
And then you'll see the second part of our discussion about Twilight New Moon in the next episode, which might just be uploaded tomorrow when we record the next video tomorrow.
We mean today.
Today.
We mean today because
no, as in the video after that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch. Bear
with us. We're still getting.
Don't worry, we're still trying to.
It's fine. Well, either way, genuinely hope that you enjoyed our little ramble about Twilight again.
Yeah. If you want to see my progress, I will put it on my art account,
which will be in the description.
Yeah, and probably.
And I will also put a progression on this art somewhere.
And
we'll still figure it out.
And put it on put my name.
I'll tag you in the video, Vienna, okay? You'll get your advertisement, alright? Don't worry, it's okay. But anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please do tell us if you like the new kind of
setup.
Setup.
Rate our setup.
Rate our setup with Murdoc and Sailor Moon, which and you got Pink Line from Steven Universe.
Yes.
And
our nice new,
our
nice Japanese cups with my designed coasters.
Yes. All right. For the last time.
Okay. Bye.
See you later.
See you. Bye. Bye.
See you in the next video.
Bye.